Hello, hello. This is Adelai Brown, your heart coach. Hello, hello. This is Adelai Brown, your heart coach, and we are getting ready to go live and do heart talk on my daily talk show, radio talk show on kinetichifi.com. So you guys like, comment, and share wherever this video blesses you. We're getting ready to get started. All right, all right. It is 12:34, and it is time for Heart Connections, for Heart Talk on Heart Connections. Heart Talk is the talk portion of our show. This is where we come together to renew our minds and restore our hearts. And I'd like to let you know, if you want to catch me live, you can catch me live right now in YouTube at The Heart Connections is the channel. You can also type in bit.ly/Heart Connections and you can catch me live. I would love to see you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and share. And for my ladies, I'm also live in my Facebook group. If you have not joined my Facebook group, make sure you join. It is called Heart Support. Yep, Heart Support. You can find it at bit.ly/heart group. bit.ly/heart group. I'm live in Heart Support right now, and I'm also live on YouTube. I love to see you guys there. We've been talking about purpose today, and a purpose is a reason for someone or something's existence. Just simply put, the reason why you're here. That's what a purpose is. It is it's to have as one's intention or objective. I purpose to do that for this reason. Many of us, we talked about a fighting purpose, fighting for purpose, and how many of us go through our lives, and I want to hit on this a little bit more. Many of us go through our lives very, very haphazardly. We don't really plan for the day. We don't have a to-do list of things that need to get done and things we want to see get done. We just kind of go with the flow wherever life leads us. And we're wondering why we end up in a rip current or we end up out to sea, because we go with the flow and we don't fight to stay on course. We don't fight to stay on the path that our purpose has been created to lead us on, which brought us to the second heart talk, which was distractions from purpose. Because once you start fighting to get on purpose, once you start actually working towards the goal, you realize the something that you're here to do, and now you're working towards doing it, you're going to be distracted. People are going to need help. Your all hell is going to break loose in your family. You're going to, I remember, I want to shout out my little sister slash friend, Shonda Faulkner, Shonda Wiggins. Ronnie, don't get me. Shonda just finished she just got her certificate. She literally is in the process of licensing right now to become a cosmetologist. And about 4 years ago, Shonda wasn't able to walk or see. She went through a health condition. She was diagnosed with lupus. And shout out to everyone with lupus. My mom has lupus. I know quite a few people who have been battling and have been working and even overcome lupus. And she got diagnosed with lupus. But, when it was time, she wanted to become a cosmetologist. And a lot of people told her, you can't do that. You're going to be standing up. If you can't walk and you can't see, how you going to do people's hair? Well, just to let you guys know, she is a licensed cosmetologist, because I just thought about it. She already took her test. She passed. Like, she's a cosmetologist now. And I just wanted to say that because that's a distraction. Getting a health diagnosis, and this is also Lupus Awareness Month. And I want to shout out to you, Nigel, for telling me that. And I'll be doing some more on lupus. We'll be talking about lupus a little bit tomorrow. So make sure you guys stick around and you're here for that, just raising awareness and highlighting some people and things like that. But I want to use that to show that when you're living on purpose, no matter what the distraction is, you can overcome it. I know that when I was in school and I was working towards getting my associate's degree in science, because many of you don't know, my background is in healthcare, and my plan was to become a nurse practitioner because I love helping people. I love helping people, help nursing them back to health, as you can tell. And that is what I was working towards doing as far as my career path. And one of the things that I realized was that the distractions came. I missed basketball games. I wasn't able to hang out with my friends. I'm still not able to do things with my friends like I would like to because of the what my purpose is calling me to do in this season of my life. So I just want to let you know everybody has distractions, but you're going to have to make a choice. And that I had to go through all of that because I wanted to bring us up to where we are right now. I want us to get to the the nitty gritty of where the distractions are coming from. I just want to let you know that a lot of the distractions that you're going through in life and the things that are happening in your life is because a lot of it is a subconscious fear and rejection of your own success, of you living your life on purpose. Because the definition that you have for yourself does not necessarily align with what you're starting to see as your future, what's starting to unfold. You thought so much less of yourself. You did not think that you would actually be able to do this. And now that you've allowed yourself to walk on purpose, live in purpose, move in purpose, love on purpose, you're starting to see your life take some shape and take some form. And when that happens, I can promise you, you're going to have distractions coming because the distractions are just the surface, the surface product is the distractions are the evidence on the surface of the battle that's going on with you on the inside. Many of us are not living on purpose because we are afraid of our greatness. Greatness comes out when you live on purpose. Greatness is evident. It illuminates from you when you live on purpose. Your greatness might be, you may be a plumber and you are great at being a plumber. Your greatness might be in knitting and crocheting, but you are great at that. Your greatness might be at, I mean, it's so many different things. But when you start to live on purpose and you see the distractions coming, you have to know the distractions are coming because you're going to have to convince yourself that you are worthy of living on purpose. You know why the world is in the state that it's in? Because so many of us are afraid to live on purpose. We do what's safe. We do what is socially accepted. And it does not mean that that is necessarily the best thing for us. And it does not mean that it's purposeful for us, but it is definitely comfortable. It allows us to fit in. We can kind of just, we can get lost in the crowd. We can join the crowd because we look like them. But what happens when we join the crowd, we get lost in the crowd. I want you to stop giving yourself these specious stories. Yes, I use the word of the day because it does seem like it's real. It does seem like you cannot buy your house because you don't have enough money. That seems real, but that's a distraction. You can't buy that house because you don't feel worthy of the house. And that's why every distraction is coming at you when it's time for you to go about getting your house. You are not single because there are no good women out there or there are no good men out there. That's a distraction. That thought is a distraction. You are single a lot of times because you are afraid to love and be loved. You are afraid to open up. You are afraid to be hurt. And because of that, you are subconsciously rejecting being connected with somebody. You're distracted from your purpose. We don't like to talk about this. And another reason why is because if I feel that way, if I feel like I can't get my house because I don't have enough money or I can't do this, like I am in a space in my own personal life, just being very transparent. I am in a space in my life that God is like, I want you to believe on a higher level. And it's like all of these distractions are coming at me. And I know why these distractions are coming at me because I am being forced to believe in myself on a level that I've never believed in myself on before. I am being forced to trust myself, the God in me, on a level that I have never been forced to do that before. I have never been in a situation where I've had to do it because I was always able to depend on myself and trust in myself. That's what I thought. That was a lie. I was deceived. I thought that I could do it for myself. And I realized that I can't. I don't care how much money I have. I don't care how good my job is. I don't care. If you think that you're doing it on your own, you are deceiving yourself. You are distracted. You are distracted from your purpose. So why can't you get these things done again? You don't have what? You don't know how to do what? In an age where you can type in Google, and if you can't read or write, you can hit the microphone and speak it in. You can find out anything you need to find out. The question is, do you want to? And see, many of us say things like, I don't know how to do it because we don't want to know how to do it, because not knowing how to do it is an excuse for not getting it done. We have to get past those excuses. We have to get past that space where we're constantly okay with playing small. We have to open up. We have to realize that we can't change the world by being who we are. We have to understand that we can see whatever we want to see, but we have to be willing to open our eyes. You are closer than you've ever been to the life that you've always wanted to live. The question is, will you keep going? Will you pursue it? Will you pursue it even if it exceeds and extends past your own understanding? Proverbs 3, chapter 5, Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6 says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Acknowledge him in all your ways, and he shall direct your path. Or seek his will in all your ways, and he shall direct your path. I don't know what version. That's what I memorized. But I think about that when I think about why many of us aren't living on purpose. It's not because you don't have, but you've convinced yourself of that. It's not because you're not smart enough, but you've convinced yourself of that. The reason, and this is wisdom. This is wisdom right here, guys. The reason why you're not living on purpose is because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in you embodying that type of life. You believe intellectually, but I'm talking about in your heart. We have some blockages in our hearts that are hindering us from living our lives to the fullest potential. We have some blockages in our heart that are really stopping us from really getting to enjoy this life on the level that God has created us to enjoy this life on. And it's time for those blockages to be removed. It's time. And the best way to do it is to dispel the specious arguments. Yes, it looks like you don't have enough money, but you haven't gotten creative enough. Yes, the situation does look bleak. Yes, it does look dead. But God, are you willing to believe? Do you have enough courage to believe? See, I know it hurts. It's hard to believe when you've been trampled over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm telling my own story. It's hard to believe when you want people to love on you and care for you, but hey, you got it together, right? You want them to love on and care for you, but you also have to open up to the teaching, the chastisement. You have to open up to all of it, guys. Don't blame distractions. You know it's deeper than that. Think about it. And get ready to see the greatness that's in you. As you think about it, focus on the greatness that's ahead. That's the only way you're going to get through. Pre-order your copy of the new book, Help Save Me from My Broken Heart. It'll help you overcome those distractions at, and you can get it at theheartconnections.com. In the meantime, I'm getting ready. Tasha Cobbs Leonard featuring Nicki Minaj right here. Kai High Five. We'll be back shortly with our Diamond in the Rough segment. Stick around. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, YouTube and Facebook. I'll be back with Heart Talk again at about 1:30. Make sure you guys are live.